Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast, baby. It's Samsung week, baby. Oh, wow, we partying. We've been partying all week, and we got the new devices and stuff like that. We having some fun. But at the end of the day, man, listen, we're gonna talk a little bit about upgrades and influencers and stuff like that, and we're gonna have some fun, man. Well, listen, I'm gonna get deep on this one, right? We're gonna have some fun, but we're gonna go deep on this one, baby. Welcome to another episode of the Tech Preacher Podcast. Listen, man, I look at, we have all the newer product that's coming out. Samsung releasing a slew of product, and then next month you got Google coming out, and then, you have Apple coming out in September. So these are the months that's going to be, ready for the thunder, right? Party time for the tech community, right? But I get this in my communities. I've been kind of going back and forth with some folks in the communities. I've been going back and forth with a lot of people, period, about some of the things, right? Think about this. I get this question, right? We get this question as tech enthusiasts. When should you upgrade? Is it time to upgrade? The new devices is out, got fantastic this and this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, it's still $18.99 plus tax will cost you about $2,000. So when is it time to upgrade, right? People over here, is it time for me to upgrade? Is it time for me to upgrade? And y'all guys know how I run this YouTube channel. I keep it real no matter what, baby. And, I always ask the same question when somebody asks me upgrade, right? And listen, when they ask me to upgrade, I ask them, is your current device is doing great? How is your current device? And listen, I don't care what phone you got. I don't care your current device. I don't care the name brand. I don't care what company it's from. I don't care if it's Apple, Motorola, LG, Samsung. It doesn't matter. I don't even ask that question. I don't care what brand phone you have. All I ask is that one question. Is your current device is doing everything that you needed to do? And 99% of most people will say it's working fine. It's running fine. I just see that the new stuff is out. My current device is just great. And me, as a tech reviewer, as a tech enthusiast that's out for the people, I would tell you to rock that device until the wheels fall off. I mean, listen, man, I know a lot of people, oh my God, if you got a 2-year-old phone, it's old. 3-year-old phone is old. Man, whoever came up with the statistics and said that a 2-year-old phone is old or a 3-year-old phone is old, whoever came up with the factor that you have to upgrade after 2 years or 3 years, whoever came up with that concept, I don't know. Whoever pulled that shit out of the sky and said after 3 years you got to upgrade. I don't know. But let's look at the statistics. Statistics says that in 2023, most people holding on to their devices for almost 4 years. But oh my God, if they're holding on to their devices for almost 4 years, that means that they're going to be rocking their devices until another 4 years from now. That means it's not time for them to upgrade. And listen, man, I'm talking 4 years. That means that people that got their phones in 2023, they're not due to upgrade until 2027 or 2028. So they rocking their phones for another 4.5 years. I would say 4.5 years. So when somebody asks me when it's time to upgrade, it's not up to us to tell you when to upgrade. It's not up to us to tell you when it's time to upgrade. It's up to you. It's your money. It's your pocket, your means to upgrade. If your phone is working fine, then why is it? I don't care what phone you got. I don't care what company you have. The only thing that I care about is that device working great for you? Whoever came up with the statistic that you got to upgrade after 2 years or 1 year, tech enthusiasts come up with that BS about, if you have a S23, the S24 is going to be miles ahead of the S23. And most people heard the same bullshit way back when the S22 came out and the S23. If you got an S22, the S23 is miles ahead of the S22. So you got people falling in this cycle of hype, right? And fall in this cycle of hype. And other people, oh my God, but the trade-ins is so good. You got to do the trade-ins. So here's the thing. Say, Samsung got the best trade-ins right now. You go get that money. You go get that money. So let's say this, right? Let's say you got you rock your Z Fold 3, right? And most of every tech enthusiast, every tech reviewer out there, everybody except me would tell you that if you got a Z Fold 3, you got to give it up. It's time to upgrade. And the person said, you know what? The phone's still working fine. I could probably rock it about another year or two. But let's go and check out the upgrades, right? Let's go and do the trade-ins. I think Samsung, go to the trade-in thing, go give $700 for it. $800 for it. Now, Z Fold 4, I believe, is like $1,000, and the Z Fold 3 is like $800. Okay? $800. $800 for that. And you think of myself, oh my God, they're going to give me $800 for the Z Fold 3. But you got to come out of your pocket with $1,000 though. Well, more than that because you got to pay tax. So that means you got to come out of your pocket about almost $1,200. Now, wait a minute. I'm about to give Samsung a phone that was working great for me and give them another $1,100 on top of that? I'm going to give them my phone and my money for a phone that I could probably rock another year or two? You see where I'm going at with this? And so I say this, I talk about this. Anybody that follows me, you never heard me tell anybody to upgrade. You don't never hear that come out of my mouth. I say, upgrade when you ready. I don't tell people that if you have X, Y, and Z device, you gotta upgrade. Oh my God, you got a terrible device. Oh my God, the phone too old. You never hear that come out of my mouth. What do I say? I say, if the phone is working great for you, rock it till the wheels fall off. Rock it till the son bitch come apart. Rock it till the bitch don't come on no more. Rock it till you get every penny, every dime out of that device. Then you upgrade. Because you know why? That's the most satisfying upgrade for you. A device that's falling apart, that's about to rip to shreds, the screen is about to pop out, the battery life is, you only get 2 minutes of battery life on it. That's when you found that when you upgrade, you get the most satisfaction. You might rock that device for 5.5 years. And I'm talking about that phone is in the most raggediest state. You done got every penny, every ounce of use out of that device before you upgrade. That's what I'm talking about. That means that if you paid $600, $700 for it 4 or 5 years ago, you done got every penny, every ounce, everything out of that device before you upgrade. That's what I'm talking about, rocking it till the wheels fall off. Now, a lot of people say, well, easy. That sounds a lot of like hypocritical because you rocking, $1,000 microphones and you rocking the studio with all this stuff in there, all this high-tech, expensive stuff. I say this all the time. I buy what I want. Listen, I budget and I plan and I buy what I want. Listen, this is not impulse buys. But let me tell you how I run my business. It's nothing in here is impulse buys. Everything that I buy is planned and planned and planned more again and saved to buy it. Let me say that again. Nothing that I buy is impulse. I don't buy no impulse stuff. When I buy stuff or when I got this microphone and when I get all my microphones and when I see all this other stuff in this studio, everything is planned. Everything is planned with a purpose. Everything is put down in a budget. Everything is saved on the side for this stuff. So it may look good on video, might look good like Easy got all this money, go do all this here. At the end of the day, everything is planned, baby. Everything that I do is planned. I don't impulse buy nothing. Never do. Not a long time ago, years back, I used to impulse buy. I don't do that crap no more. So on surface, you might say, well, Easy hypocritical because he have $1,000 microphones, he have all this stuff like that. But my answer to most of the people's question is, all this was planned, baby. This was not no impulse buy. All this stuff was planned. Everything you see in this studio is always planned. That means that, okay, I like this product. I want this product. It costs X, Y, and Z. That means I got to put away a fund, whether I'm putting $100 a week, $20 a day, $15 a week, something on the side, and I put that as a fund, non-touch, right? And once I get up to that point of having enough funds to buy that product, I'm going to get it. And it doesn't hurt my house money, doesn't hurt nothing, don't put a strain on my family, don't put nothing up, because that was planned. Now, listen, the economy right now, listen, who have an extra $2,000 they can impulse buy unless you rich? And even rich folks is like, man, I ain't doing that. I'll rock this device for another year or two. Listen, let me tell you something. When you go to the grocery store, you're spending more money than you ever did. Most people, mortgages and rents have went up by 50%. Most people, car notes is extremely high. Insurance right now in 2024 is unbearable. Gas prices it is what it is. You know, so when you factor in life, who has something, the $2 extra $1,000 to impulse buy a phone? Think about this, man. This is, it gets to me. We talk about a phone. Yes, it's a computer in your pocket. I understand that. I know this. But most people don't even use their smartphones to the full of its potential. You know, you talk about different features and functionalities on smartphones. People are like, wow, I didn't even know it does that. And they be having a smartphone for 4 years, and they ain't even know it does all that stuff. Most people don't utilize, and people want all this power. Oh, I want the 8 Gen 3, I want 1,000 gigs of RAM and all that stuff like that. And at the end of the day, they don't even use the device to the full of its potential. They don't even use it. You got 8K video on most phones, right? And most people would not even know where to click to even go on to 8K. And even if they was shooting at 8K, what they watching it on? On a 1440p display, or they watching it on a big screen? And if they're watching it on a big screen, is it 8K? That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, you know, you think about the what ifs and the why people impulse buy this and all this stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you think about, I'll say this all the time. I say, utilize the device in your pocket to the full of its potential before you even think about upgrading. Use your device, your current device. What's wrong with your phone? What's wrong with it? Nothing. Why you upgrading? Because it's high. People going off on me in the comments. Listen, man, I was going off on people in the chat rooms, man. Them say, man, listen. I found that people not listening to most people when they say they don't want to upgrade. And we go through this every year, by the way. You know, people watch the keynote address. People looked at all the features and functionality of the new Samsung devices, and they have came to a conclusion that I'm going to pass this year. No big deal. That's a decision that a grown-ass man or a grown-ass woman have made. Then you have people in the chat rooms attacking them for it. Why? You got people in chat rooms attacking people that say, you know what, I saw, I didn't like what I saw, I'm going to hold off till next year. Or maybe a year after next. And you got people attacking them for it. And I'm saying to myself, you got to be out y'all fucking mind. And I say this in the chat room. If y'all really want everybody to upgrade, if y'all really want people to upgrade, if y'all really get pissed off that people say they go rock their devices for another year or two, if y'all really want people to upgrade, buy it for them. And that's when shit got silent, right? I said, you know, you want somebody to buy it for them. Buy it. Listen, if you say this is going to be the best thing since sliced bread, if you say this is going to be the awesomest product on the planet, you need to buy it. I don't know why you don't buy it. My question to that individual that's trying to influence another individual to buy it, and if they don't buy it, they suck. My answer to that question is, motherfucker, buy it for them. If you think it's that good, you think it's that great, you think it's going to bring them to the next go have them money coming down the goddamn ceiling. If you really want a person with that device, buy it for them. And that's when shit gets silent. And I'm saying to myself, well, why y'all go crazy? Well, if an individual say, you know, I'm going to wait, I'm going to hold off, I'm going to see what they going to do and all this stuff like that, right? Listen, us tech reviewers, our jobs is to give out information. Our jobs is not to influence you to buy nothing. If you decide to buy something, that's between you and your money and your family. Now, you can after you buy the product, and if you want to flash it out, that's all on you. It's all good. If somebody asks you how the device working for you, you say, hey, working great. When somebody come to me and say, Easy, should I upgrade? And I say this all the time. And listen, I tell people, and I've been telling people this for the last 48 hours, 72 hours. This has been my number one response to this is all the stuff that I've been getting from my DMs and emails and all that stuff like that. Should I upgrade? I like what I'm seeing with the S24. I'm like what I'm seeing with the Z Fold and the Z Flip and all that stuff like that. Should I upgrade? And I give them the same answer every time. Is your current device doing everything that you wanted to do? And 99% of most people are saying yes. Then I say rock your device till the wheels fall off. But if you have the money and the means and you ready and you prepared to do what you got to do, upgrade, baby. Listen, upgrade. It don't take me or anybody else to tell you to upgrade. You already got it in your mind to upgrade. It's the whole thing. Like, you have two folks, right? You have folks that, you got some folks that really want people to push them over the edge to upgrade, right? And they just need that one person to tell them to upgrade. And you have those people that say, you know what, I'm looking at my bank account, my pocketbook, I'm saying, I can hold off for another year. And you have those people that's on the edge, right? That's want to upgrade, that want to move to that next device, right? I'm the last person in the world you want to come to, because I'm gonna tell you, maybe wait till next year. Hold on, listen, I don't work for these companies. I don't give a crap if these companies make money or not. Man, they ain't got nothing to do with me. They raise the price, they give you less. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? Let's go back to Samsung for a second. The first Z Fold came out at $1,980, right? The Z Fold 6 is coming out at $1,899. So that's $80 off or $90 off from the original value price of the Z Fold 1. Now, a lot of people say, well, inflation. I say bullshit. I'll tell you why. The Z Fold 1 came with 512 gigs of storage, right? It came with the buds included in the box. It came with a case, a beautiful leather case included in the box. It came with the charger in the box. It came with everything in the box. Concierge services, okay? Samsung gave you concierge services when you bought that device. That device was worth $1,980. You know why? Because not only did you get the buds, you got the case, you got the which the buds was probably valued about $150, $200. You got the charger in the box. The charger was probably valued about $50. You got the case in the box. That was a nice case that they gave you in the box. The value of that case was about maybe $80. So you have, plus the charger and all that stuff in the box. Plus the box was, it was so good. The unboxing experience was so good, right? So you got at least $500 worth of accessories in the box. So you can't come and tell me that you're looking at the Z Fold 1 at 512 gigs to boot, going to the Z Fold 6, the Z Fold 6 is cheaper because of inflation. The Z Fold 1 in today's time would be inflated way up to the roof. No, Samsung gave you everything in a box. They gave you concierge services. Now you get, 256 gigs. You get no charge in the box. The fucking unboxing experience is a joke. They put the crap in the box with nothing in it. They don't even put a fucking a plastic screen thing on it no more. They give you a piece of paper on it. And y'all trying to justify the Z Fold 1 going to the Z Fold 6, and it's not even close. The Z Fold 1 was a better overall experience at that price point compared to $1,899. Today, you get less of everything. I don't care about you got the 8 Gen 3 processor with all this stuff like that, new hinges, better display. Of course, technology has moved forward. I understand that. But you can't listen what you got with the Fold 1 compared to the Fold 6. It's not even close. Samsung is milking it, man. Come on, man. All right. You get 7 years of updates, right? 7 years of updates, and a lot of people, they creaming over the 7 years of updates. And a lot of us tech enthusiasts, we already know. when the Z Fold 7 come out, they're going to be trading in the Z Fold 6. See, that's the thing, right? It's so crazy. People talk about 7 years updates. When you're not even going to use the phone for 7 years. Talk about 7 years updates. And come next year, the Z Fold 7 come out, everybody with Z Fold 6 going to be traded in. They'll trade it in. Think about it, right? Yeah, you trade in. You probably gave Samsung. If you trade in your Z Fold 5, you got $1,200 for it. You gave Samsung $800. That means technically you claiming that you got the Z Fold 6 for $800. Okay, fine. That means when the Z Fold 7 come out, if Samsung give you $1,000 or $1,200, you go trade in, get Z Fold 6 for the Z Fold 7, you will give Samsung another $800. And every year, the same cycle, we keep giving Samsung between $800 to $1,000. Plus, you got to buy cases and all kinds of stuff like that. So when it all falls down, you're giving Samsung an average of $800 to $1,000 every year. $800 to $1,000 every year. That's the type of cycle people on right now. The type of cycle is right now, people giving Samsung $800 to $1,000 for so-called new technology. Oh my God, it's new. It flips the hinges better. It's brighter. 2,800 nits. And oh my God, give me a fucking break. So here's my message to a lot of people, right? Leave people alone that don't want to upgrade. Let people deal with their own finances. I've been seeing it in the chats. I've been seeing it, people have been coming to me, been asking me my advice, been asking me what my thought process, and I've been saying this over and over. Listen, I don't care how old your phone is. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care. I never asked the question, what brand phone you got when you asked me that question. If you ask me that question, should you upgrade, I don't even ask the question of what phone brand you have. My only question to you is that device working for you right now? And listen, a lot of people, well, I got battery issues. I got an old phone and stuff like that. You go to eazycomputersolution, get your battery, $50, $60, factory reset your current device, get a new battery, and boom, you got new money. That means that device could carry you for another 2 years. Wow, I just saved you money. So, I had somebody hit me up and say, hey, listen, I got a S20, okay? And they said they're not going to upgrade to the S25. That gives them 5 years with that device. 5 years with the S20. And people in the comments were destroying them. People in the comments was destroying them because they said the phone was too old. That phone was too old. A S20. Phone too old. And the person I'm saving my money for the S25. We know that the S25 will come out in February. We know that the Ultra go cost an average of $1,200 to $1,400, right? So this individual believed that if they save their coins for the next 18 months that they've been saving, that they got enough coins ready, not enough money ready, because their bill is here. The phone is paid off. That means their bills are cheap. That means that they ain't got to finance nothing. They ain't got to do nothing. They say, you know what? I got my pot of money right here. I'm just going to get my pot of money ready, give it to Samsung to upgrade my phone after 5 years. I applaud you. May get a little trade in for the S20, right? May get a little trade in for it, right? Maybe get $100 for it, and then maybe take that $100 and put that in a pot for the next 5 years that you go rock that device. That means that you go get the S25 Ultra, and you go rock that device till 2030. That means don't let nobody influence you to upgrade your phone for the next 5 years. Don't go in the chat rooms and let them tell you your phone is old after 1 year, 2 years and stuff. Listen, when you upgrade your phone, I'm going to tell you when you upgrade your phone. When that phone on its last leg, when that phone screen is popping out, it's cracked up, when you getting 1 minute, 2, 3, 4 minutes of battery life on that thing, you done rock that phone till the wheels fall off. That phone is old and it's dusty and it barely make phone calls. And I'm talking about that phone, but it tore up to the floor up. Then you ready. That's when you ready. Because you feel so good after you took that toe-up device and you then bought you a new one and it feels like new money. It makes you feel better that you didn't rock a device till the wheels fall off. That means when you upgrade, it makes a huge difference. Not going from a 1-year increment, not going from a 2-year increment. I don't know who ever came up with the concept you got to upgrade every 2 years, but statistics say it's 4 years. So the math ain't mathing when people talking about after 2 years and all. Man, listen, people ain't upgrade. They got doggone plans that's almost 30 months. I mean, 12, 24, 36 months and all these plans out there that's 30 months, man. So who upgrading after 12 months and 24 months on these carriers? Are y'all paying the carrier off just to pay the phone off and then upgrade? This is crazy. Oh, man, I don't know. But I just want to leave with this. That you, as an individual, have to look at yourself and your financial situation. And if you're ready to upgrade, then that's all on you. Nobody on the internet should be able to tell you when you're ready to upgrade. Nobody around you but your pocketbooks and your family should influence you, allow you to upgrade when it's time. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If you ask me for my advice, I give you my advice. Everybody else that's trying to force people and tell people and call the people names and all kinds of stuff, cyberbullying people and all this stuff over this crap, man, come on, man. That's a joke. Stop it. Stop it, people. Stop it. Come on, man. Plan your purchase around your money, your needs. Don't worry about what we say, man. And if you follow me, I'm going to keep it real no matter what. Listen, man, at the end of the day, yes, I'm a tech reviewer. I'm a product reviewer. But at the end of the day, man, listen, I don't buy everything like I used to. Listen, man, it's all good, baby, to skip a year. It's all good, baby. Listen, I look at you more as an adult, whether or not you male or female. If you make a decision to not make a huge purchase and do other things with your money for you and your family besides a smartphone, a phone that's going to be obsolete according to tech enthusiasts next year. Because now people telling everybody the 4.5 is old. You gotta. I'm literally listening to people in chat rooms saying that the 4.5 is old. The 4.5 is old, and the 4.4 is old. The 4.3, oh my God, you got. And these are people that either got it on their device payment plans and they just paid it off. People, let them breathe. Let them breathe. Let them get the taste of having a low bill for at least 6 months. You got a 4.3 and you just paid it off. And you got everybody named mama trying to tell you to upgrade. And you just paid the son bitch off. Can you breathe for 6 months? Can you breathe for a year? You got people that just finished paying off their 4.4s. And everybody telling them you got to give it up. Let them people breathe. Let them take it easy. Let them rock it, man. Listen, for people that's ready to upgrade, listen, you've already made that decision. It ain't up to you to influence other people to upgrade, man. What's wrong with people out here, man? We in a new era, man. This new era of people just trying to make you do shit that you don't want to do, man. And y'all got to be a little more stronger than that. Sometimes you got to give them the middle finger. Sometimes you got to get out the chat room. Sometimes you got to get off of Twitter. You got to get off of Telegram. You got to get off of Threads. You got to get off of Instagram. You got to get off of YouTube comments. Don't go to YouTube comments. You got to get off of all of that stuff, man. Watch the video, enjoy the video, and rock your device the the way you want to rock the device. We ain't got nothing else to say about that. The conversation is over, baby. If a person make a comment and a decision that want to rock their devices till their wheels fall off, ain't nobody on this planet go tell them otherwise. They shouldn't, but they got people that do. And it's shame on them for doing it. I mean, I'm telling you, if an individual say, you know what, I'm going to rock this device for a couple of more years. And see, here's the problem. The word, I'm going to rock this device for a couple of more years. That means they got to go through the same shit from people next year because they say a couple more years. That means 2 to 3 more years. They go deal with the same shit next year where they go say, you know what, I'm going to rock it for about another year. They go deal with it the year after that, the same shit from people that go be shitting all on them, telling them they're rocking the phone for 5 years when they've already said they will rock it for a couple of more years, maybe 2 to 3 more years. And now you got all people freaking out over that. What? Listen, buy it for them. I tell people this all the time. If y'all so upset at other people not having the products and services that you want or you like, buy it for them. Buy it for them. What's wrong with it? Pull out your credit card. If you really want, listen, I see all this stuff in these groups, man. I say this, if you want, and I responded, I said in the group, if you want somebody with it, buy it for them. Listen, you ain't got to go back and forth with no individual. If you think it's the best thing and it's this sliced bread, if everybody don't buy the same phone that you like, and hell go freeze over and the planet go turn dark and we go be in the Stone Age, then buy it for everybody. Of course, you got silent after that, right? It ain't up to me to buy it. It's his money. Oh, it's that person's money all of a sudden. But you've been, for the last 24 hours, you've been trying to influence somebody to buy something. So when a person come to you and flip the script on you, say, hey, listen, if you really want that person with it, buy a phone. You say, well, they got money. How you know they got money? And you flip the script on you. Say, you want them with it, buy it. Oh, I was just playing. Oh, you ain't playing. You ain't been playing all this long time. If you really want a person with it, buy it. That's what happened. All right, I'm gone, man. I'm gone. Man, listen, man, we gonna have the same stuff when Apple phones come out, man, and it's the same cycle of people, man. It be the same cycle, man, where people say, you know what, this is my year to upgrade. This is my year to do what I got to do. I got the money and means to do it. I shouldn't let nobody influence me to make my purchase. You shouldn't go to YouTube to justify your purchase. You shouldn't go anywhere to ask people whether or not you ready to upgrade. Yes, if you come to me, I'm going to tell you, rock your device till the wheels fall off, baby. Listen, I'm always say it, baby. I'm going to tell you, baby, rock your device till the wheels fall. Rock it till the screen popping off. Rock it till the wheels fall off. You know why? Because I'm here to save you some money, baby. Let me tell you something. All that new stuff, man, it's all good. All this AI, man, listen, it's all good, baby. This is like the Tech Preacher, man. I hope y'all got some knowledge out of this podcast, baby. Because you know what, man? We go through this crap every year. But man, when will it stop? When will it stop? When is it going to stop? I'm out.